First tonight, the crisis in Cuba comes to Palm Beach County as the Archbishop of Santiago de Cuba arrives to accept humanitarian aid for the Cuban people. They're grappling with widespread shortages of food and medicine and the cutoff of Venezuelan oil as the Trump White House applies maximum pressure on the dictatorship. Good evening and thank you for joining us for WPBF 25 News tonight. I'm Todd McDermott. Ari Height talked with the visiting Archbishop about the situation the people of Cuba face and how you can help them.
When we first met the Archbishop of Santiago de Cuba, he made it very clear he wasn't here to talk politics. He was here to talk about need, about the suffering of the Cuban people and how much the people of Palm Beach are helping. The situation in Cuba has been described as a humanitarian crisis of epic proportion. Limited food, power, medicine.
We don't see a future.
No se ve. Por lo tanto, hay falta de esperanza.
There's no hope.
And that's why Archbishop Dionisio Garcia was in West Palm Beach Friday, to find hope. Garcia is the Archbishop of Santiago de Cuba. He came to the U.S. to see the result of what the Diocese of Palm Beach is calling its Helping Hands to Cuba initiative. Over the last 2 weeks, Catholic Charities has been collecting supplies, mostly food and medicine, to give to the Cuban people.
Many people ask what do the Cuban people need, and we need almost everything.
And almost everything is what Catholic Charities has been finding.
It's amazing. We've seen people come with 1 or 2 bags of rice because that's what they could afford to do, and we've seen folks come with truckloads and significant amounts of supplies.
We need to help the people and give assistance and do God's work.
In all, Catholic Charities has collected about $50,000 worth of supplies. Archbishop Garcia is personally taking it back to Cuba to make sure it gets in the hands of the people who need it.
This was really an opportunity for us to show solidarity, recognize the suffering of people who are not very far from us, and really respond to that message of our faith that is, love your neighbor.
Catholic Charities tells me they plan to continue this collection throughout the summer. If you would like to help, we've put all the information you need on how to do that on our website, WPBF.com. Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.